'Twas the night before Christmas at House with a Heart. Pups and kitties alike had all done their part to make the house festive with shiny decor, ready for Santa, the reindeer, and more. Happy the Bishaw pretended to sleep, too excited to nap, many secrets to keep. He called to the dogs who were guests temporarily, and proceeded to tell them his secret so merrily. "Gather round," gestured Happy, "hear how I've been scheming to get all of the presents and treats," he said, beaming. "All for me, none for them, none for Daphne or Piper. They'll soon rue the day they laughed at my diaper." "What did you do?" asked the curious pups. "Why, I stole letters to Santa and tore them all up. I wrote my own letter, said the others were bad. They should be on the naughty list, every lassie and lad. Bwah ha ha! I can't wait for Christmas to be here. Clemmy, Tinker, and Copper will have no reason to cheer. I'll have a huge pile of stuffies and squeaky toys too. And Rocky the Bulldog will have to make do with my cast-offs and leftovers, if there are any, that is. And if I like all of them, well, none will be his." The visiting doggies looked on with eyes wide. How could Happy be so diabolical? They sighed. One little pup suddenly stood on hind legs, akin to a pose a dog might use to beg. He pointed to Happy and cried out, "J'accuse!" then threw off his doggy disguise, just a ruse. Santa read Happy's letter, thought it didn't ring true, said, "Why, I know all those doggies and kitty cats too. They've been so much help I've never forgotten. It seems hard to believe that they're suddenly rotten. They helped pull the sleigh, next year filled it with love, to make it soar across the stars up above. They helped design toys that would tickle all fancies. I just can't imagine that they'd all turn so janky." Santa paced through the workshop, a frown on his brow. "I must solve this conundrum," he pondered. "But how? Eureka! I've got it! I'll send Cosmo the elf. He can go undercover and not on a shelf." So that's how I, Cosmo, ended up here near Olney, disguised as a Brussels Griffon mix named Tony. Short for Antonio, the elf said with a sniff. "I'm not really a pup, of dog smell not a whiff. I was sent to observe, to report back, to chatter, to discover what on earth was the matter, to find out how Dixie and Marley could be naughtier than, let's face it, Bichon le Happy. But now I can confidently to Santa relate that it's all been a sham, Happy's loot to inflate. Fluffy and Gianni and Spike still remain, totally sweet, no need to abstain from handing out fancies and treaties galore, and when those are gone, we elves will make more. But Happy, how do you think Santa to your scheme would agree?" "I'm a dog," Happy shrugged. "It seemed foolproof to me." Cosmo contacted Santa via secret elf code. All is well, as expected, at Mom Cher's abode. "On our way," Santa said, with presents for each, and a lesson about the true joy of Christmas to teach. Suddenly Nora heard a loud thump. From up on the roof it was kind of a bump. Then jingle bells. Yay! It meant Santa was here. Joy called for all pups and all cats far and near. Santa emerged from the fireplace, dusting off snow. "My friends," he said joyously, "I'm so happy to know that this naughty kerfuffle was just a mistake, and that tater-tot sweetness hasn't been faked. Now, Happy, I'm sure that you had a good reason for trying to take over the entire Christmas season." "No one likes me," he growled, "'cause I'm always a snarling. I'm too proud to beg to be everyone's darling." Wrigley, Tinker, and Coco gazed sadly at Happy. "We're your friends and we love you. We'll always share snackies." "We will too," chorused Monroe, Buddy, and Jenny. "We must stick together, whether we're 2, 10, or 20. Happy pondered a sec, said, "I know now I'm so lucky to be loved by all, to be treated so ducky. Now that I think of it, maybe we should donate some gifts where they could do some good." "How about it?" cried Happy. "Who's with me this year? Let's send to the shelters and streets some good cheer. Warm beds and toys for kitties and pups who are waiting in shelters to improve their luck. And maybe some treats and awesome pet dishes for everyone else, boundless love and good wishes. Pups barked and cats purred, all as one. We agree. We'll each just take one gift from under the tree." Santa gazed at them fondly, said, "You figured it out. Giving freely to others is what Christmas is about. And maybe there's times when comfort we lack, but we can all be happy when we're part of the pack. And now the reindeer and I, Santa, must fly to deliver your gifts to shelters nearby, then on to the rest of the world to hand out tidings of joy for all those without. And just one more thing before we depart. We'll always be thankful for House with a Heart.